Fire before we start, hit subscribe. This story will shock you about what happens when a powerful CEO destroys a woman's dreams. But karma has the ultimate revenge planned. Don't miss the ending. Smash that notification bell now. The ultrasound photo slipped from Sarah's trembling fingers as Marcus Sterling's words echoed through his corner office. Face it, Sarah. You're barren. I can't build a tech empire with a wife whose womb is as empty as her promises. 6 months ago, she'd been Mrs. Sarah Chen-Williams, Senior VP of Marketing at Sterling Dynamics, the woman who'd helped build Marcus's company from a garage startup to a billion-dollar enterprise. Now, after 18 months of failed IVF attempts, she was apparently worthless. Marcus, Dr. Rodriguez, said the next cycle has an 80% success rate. The hormone treatments are finally enough. His fist slammed against the mahogany desk, sending their wedding photo face down. I'm 35. I need heirs, not medical excuses. Amanda's already 3 months pregnant. The words hit like ice water. Amanda. His 26-year-old assistant with a perfect smile and apparently perfect reproductive system. Sarah's voice barely whispered, "How long? Does it matter? She can give me what you never could." Twin boys, according to the ultrasound. He straightened his Armani tie with the casual cruelty of a man discarding broken machinery. "I've filed for divorce. Your shares in the company revert to me under the prenup's fertility clause." Fertility clause? Sarah's MBA mind raced through their prenuptial agreement. Marcus smiled, that predatory grin she'd once found charming. Page 47. If the marriage fails to produce children within 2 years, all business assets remain with the primary stakeholder. That's me, in case your barren brain forgot. The ultrasound photo stared up at her from the marble floor, the ghost of a dream that would never be. "Security will escort you out," Marcus announced to the boardroom full of executives Sarah had worked with for 4 years. Effective immediately, Sarah Williams no longer holds any position at Sterling Dynamics. The walk of shame through the open concept office felt infinite. Colleagues she'd mentored, campaigns she'd created, victories she'd orchestrated, all evaporating with each click of her heels against polished concrete. "I'm sorry," whispered Jennifer from HR, sliding a banker's box across Sarah's desk. "He's claiming intellectual property violations. All your client contacts, marketing strategies, even your presentation templates belong to the company." Sarah packed 6 years of her career into cardboard. Her Wharton diploma, the Forbes 30 Under 30 plaque, the campaign that saved the company $12 million. Her hands shook as she reached for the last item, a fertility clinic appointment card tucked behind her monitor. "Dr. Rodriguez. Tomorrow's consultation about the new treatment protocol." "Mrs. Williams?" The security guard's voice carried false sympathy. "We need to collect your company devices." She surrendered her laptop, iPhone, iPad, the digital lifelines that had made her indispensable. Or so she'd thought. Outside Sterling Dynamics glass towers, Austin's humidity slapped her face like reality. Her Mercedes was gone, lease terminated. Her downtown condo, joint asset, now frozen. Her bank accounts. Marcus had moved fast with expensive lawyers. The city bus to her sister's apartment smelled like broken dreams and other people's failures. "You can stay as long as you need," Lisa said, making space in her cramped closet. "But Sarah, maybe it's time to consider that this happened for a reason." Sarah stared at the rejection letters littering her sister's coffee table. Every marketing firm in Austin had mysteriously decided she wasn't a cultural fit. Marcus's influence reached further than she'd imagined. "Dr. Rodriguez called," Lisa continued carefully, "about your appointment tomorrow." "I can't afford it." The insurance was through Sterling Dynamics. The treatment's already paid for. Marcus's insurance covered the full cycle before the divorce was finalized. Hope flickered dangerously in Sarah's chest. One last chance with the new protocol Dr. Rodriguez had mentioned. Experimental treatment with unprecedented success rates. The fertility clinic felt different this time, not like failure, but possibility. Dr. Rodriguez explained the cutting-edge procedure, genetically optimized embryo selection combined with revolutionary hormone therapy. Your test results from last month show exceptional potential for this treatment, she said, reviewing Sarah's chart. Given your medical history, I'm recommending immediate implementation. 2 weeks later, Sarah stared at the positive pregnancy test in Lisa's bathroom. Then at the second one. And the third. The blood test confirmed what seemed impossible. Twins. Healthy, viable twins. But first, she needed a job that wouldn't require references from her billionaire ex-husband. Sterling Dynamics stole my marketing strategies, Sarah explained to the group of former Sterling employees gathered in the cramped WeWork space. But they can't steal our talent. Phoenix Marketing Solutions started with 5 refugees from Marcus's company and a shared hatred of corporate betrayal. Sarah's reputation for brilliant campaigns preceded Marcus's influence in some circles, particularly among startup founders who'd been screwed by bigger companies. We don't just compete with Sterling Dynamics, she told her first client, a female-founded fintech startup. We obliterate their market share. The pregnancy energized her rather than slowed her down. Twin boys, according to the ultrasound. She worked 18-hour days building client relationships, crafting campaigns that made Sterling's work look amateurish. By month 6, Phoenix had poached 3 major accounts from Sterling Dynamics. By month 7, they'd landed the biggest prize. Innovate Austin, the city's premier tech conference that Sterling had sponsored for 5 years. How did you know exactly what our company needed? Asked Rebecca Martinez, Innovate Austin's director. It's like you understand our audience better than we do. Sarah smiled, adjusting her maternity blazer. I've been studying this market for years. Some of us just waited for the right opportunity to prove what we could do. The twins kicked enthusiastically as she signed the contract that would make Phoenix Marketing the most talked-about agency in Austin. The Innovate Austin conference buzzed with the energy of 5,000 tech professionals. Sarah stood at the Phoenix Marketing booth, 8 months pregnant with twins, watching Marcus Sterling approach with Amanda trailing behind. Sarah. His voice carried the fake warmth of a threatened predator. Congratulations on your condition. Thank you. She rested her hands on her prominent belly, where the twins seemed to sense the tension. Marcus, Amanda. How lovely to see you. Amanda's own pregnancy showed barely at 4 months, her designer dress strategically cut to emphasize her youth. We heard about your little marketing company. How quaint. Little. Sarah gestured toward the Phoenix booth, where a line of potential clients waited to speak with her team. We just signed Sterling Dynamics' 3 biggest accounts. I wouldn't call 30% market capture little. Marcus's jaw tightened. You violated your non-compete agreement. The non-compete that applied only while I worked for Sterling Dynamics? The employment that you terminated? Sarah smiled serenely. My lawyers found it interesting that you tried to enforce contractual obligations on someone you'd fired. Those marketing strategies belong to my company. Actually, Sarah opened her portfolio to reveal a stack of documents. These belong to me. Patent applications, copyright registrations, intellectual property filings. All dated 2 years ago, well before your company implemented them. She handed him the top page. I've been preparing for this conversation for quite some time. Marcus stared at the legal documents, his face pale. This is impossible. What's impossible is thinking you could steal 6 years of my work and face no consequences. Sarah's voice carried the authority of a woman who'd rebuilt herself from nothing. Oh, and Marcus? The fertility clause in our prenup? My lawyers found it unenforceable under Texas family law. Reproductive coercion invalidates financial agreements. The twins kicked again, as if celebrating their mother's victory. 2 months later, Sarah adjusted baby Gabriel's blanket while baby Michael slept peacefully in his carrier. The Phoenix marketing office hummed with the controlled chaos of Austin's fastest-growing agency. The Sterling Dynamics buyout offer came through, Jennifer announced, holding up the official documents. They're offering $12 million for Phoenix marketing. Sarah laughed, the sound rich with satisfaction. Counteroffer, $15 million, plus I retain controlling interest, plus Marcus Sterling publicly apologizes for his treatment of former employees. Her phone buzzed with a text from Dr. Rodriguez. Saw the Business Journal article. So proud of how far you've come. The twins are lucky to have such a strong mother. Sarah looked around her office, team photos, client testimonials, the Forbes Entrepreneur of the Year nomination certificate. Then down at her sleeping sons, who would grow up knowing their mother had built an empire not despite being abandoned, but because of it. Marcus had called her barren, worthless, broken. He'd tried to bury her career along with their marriage. He'd forgotten that the strongest trees grow from the deepest wounds. The intercom buzzed. Mrs. Williams? Marcus Sterling is here to see you. Sarah smiled, adjusting her blazer, the same power red she'd worn the day he fired her. Send him in. It's time we finished our conversation. Outside her window, Austin's skyline stretched endlessly, full of possibilities as limitless as a mother's love and twice as fierce as her ambition. This is what happens when someone underestimates a woman's power. Sarah turned her deepest pain into her greatest strength, proving that what doesn't break you makes you unstoppable. Flexed biceps. If this story inspired you to never give up on your dreams, smash that like button. Subscribe for more incredible stories of transformation and justice. Share this with someone who needs to remember their own strength. Fire. What would you do if someone called you worthless? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your story matters too. Backhand index pointing down. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss our next story of ultimate revenge. See you in the next one.